Start a party. And let's get screen full size. All right. Now, I noticed something just now, actually, right before I started this stream. Wanted to say something about it just because I thought it was amusing. Look at that vulture. That's what I'm going to be using for this stream, for better or worse, even if I die. There's a back seat in that vulture. There's a back seat in the vulture. Why? Why is there a back seat in the vulture? Turrets, maybe? Put turrets on a ship? Possibly? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Has anyone ever tried to multi-crew in something as small and agile as a vulture? I mean, it's difficult to maintain the proper direction and aim when it's just you. Could you imagine not knowing what direction the ship was going to move and still trying to flip it about and get it facing in the right direction? Could you imagine trying to hit a lead marker while somebody else is flipping and spinning around? Facing in the right direction. Could you imagine? Sorry, had to mute my YouTube stream there. I think that would be funny. I think it would be quite funny, actually. Welcome, Laura. And I am here with a Clipper and a Mark II. I don't know why that just feels like Kitten Mafia. Let's take a look. What's up, Radicus?
Hello.
You're quiet. Let me adjust my volume. There we go.
How's it going, folks?
Pretty good. How you been, man?
Sweating my backside off.
It's a good thing, isn't it? I enjoy sweating my backside off. I usually get paid for it.
Yeah, so do I. That's a good thing. I happen to like eating, so I've grown accustomed to doing that at least once a day.
I feel you. BADF. T-Dog are allies. What's up, Bedrill? Where you been, man? British American Defense Force.
Fox, why do you have Laura muted?
Why do I have her muted? So it doesn't echo.
Oh, that would be a good reason.
Yeah. Why would you think that I had her muted? How'd you know I had her muted?
Because you can't hear her. She's telling everybody to mute you.
Oh. Well, I can do that. Give me just a second. I'll clip that. Where? YouTube. I can't get Twitch to work. Twitch just will not work. Where are we? I'm currently in Shinrarta.
3, 2, 1, begin.
So you're in N'Galan and Mainani. Could you raise your mic volume in the party settings about 3 clicks?
Yo.
What's going on? Oh, yeah, I'm responding to it texting to me in my ear. So if you type something on stream, I'm liable to reply and not know who it is. So did you check the thumbnail on that vlog? The thumbnail is the screenshot that I captured. They're gonna let Horizon users have the option. Now it does say test, so we may cause enough outrage that they're like, oh no, we're not doing that shit. But yeah, 100 million credits for all Horizons users upon starting the game, and the possibility, which is in its test stages, of choosing between a Cobra or a Imperial Eagle. Hold on.
Or
Okay, I think it was CDL. The CDL? Try it again. Okay, it wasn't you. Or what? Yeah, try getting close to your mic there, Kamal. No, I want you to try to get closer to the mic. It sounds
like you're 60 feet away.
Mic.
Like, why not, huh? What happened? Put you back on layoff. What's that?
Yeah.
What is that noise?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Why is it every time I start a stream, my phone rings? I swear, man, it's like clockwork.
Because you're loved. You're loved.
You right? That's probably it. I think Laura's right.
I got a question for you, Fox.
It was a bill collector from an account that I closed 2 years ago. No, 2013. 6 years ago. What's your question, Rat?
I am in Spox, and the black market here says service restricted. Why?
It means that it used to have a black market. However, the station or the controller of that black market no longer controls that station. Therefore, the black market that used to be there is no longer active.
Okay. Well then, time to shove off to a different place.
Well, that was a wasted rage. I don't know if your bottle of water... Yes it is. Then why did you ask? Oh, you wanted me to voluntarily bring it to you. I got you.
Mm-hmm. So, Fox, what's going on in the stream today?
Today on the stream, like I said, I made an announcement at the beginning of it. We're just going to see what's going on in space. Right now, I'm in a Shinrarta. I'm in a PvP ship. But I'm in a PvP ship that can travel, so I can bounce around and pick on people. Not here to grief, you know me. I don't grief people. There are people who feel they have been griefed after encountering me, but I assure them, whether they believe it or not, that is actually not the case.
As long as you got video evidence, you're good.
I do, and I usually tell them, I was like, yeah, you were live streamed. Feel free to take a look at it. Someone the other night accused me of killing them, and Captain Rocker was actually tuned into the live stream, and Rocker even thought that I killed them. He was commenting that, you know, the hypocrisy in our squadron was thick because I was anti-grief and I'm griefing people. I said I didn't kill him. Rocker said, I just watched you. It said murder at the top of your screen. I said I didn't kill him. And he was like, I literally just watched it say murder of such and such commander. And I showed him down in my right-hand panel. Somebody just kicked in a hell of an echo. But I showed him in my right-hand panel. I said, I have no notoriety. And then I looked in the left panel and I said, I have no bounty. I have no fines. And then I showed him over in the bottom right of the HUD. I said, I'm not wanted either. I said, I didn't kill him. He said, well, that doesn't make any sense. I said, rewind the stream. You'll see what happened. He was like, well, I don't feel like rewinding the stream. What happened? I told him, I was like, well, I dropped him down low. I said, he was about 16%. I said, and I backed off and retracted my weapons. But in a panic, he turned and boosted and rolled down my ship and blew himself up. It's like, he killed himself. Yeah, like he killed him.
That's usually what happens.
I didn't kill him. Right, and he was like, well, it looked like you killed him. I was like, I know what it looked like, but the video doesn't lie, man. Just rewind it. I was like, very rarely, I said, every time you see me live streaming a combat situation, you will hear me noticeably voicing out how much of a percentage is dropped with each shot. Why? Because I am not trying to kill the person. The only time I try to kill someone is if it's an even fight and I just want to know who's going to win. You know, like Dank and I have fought. We're like, well, we're going to go to 20%. And when we get to 20%, one of us is 21%, the other one's 19%. What happens? Curiosity kills somebody because you want to know who's going to win. You know, it's too close to call at that point. So you just keep going, you know. Because 2%, that's one hit. And you can get that margin of win back. However, I posted a battle earlier. I fought a Viper 4 in my Diamondback Scout. He kicked my ass. I lost. He had 60%. So he kicked my ass.
What is that noise?
I don't know.
You hear it?
Sounds like somebody's pumping.
Oh. Yeah, it does.
Are you on the game or are you just in chat? You're just in chat. Oh no, you're in the main menu.
Who?
You.
Oh, so last time I accidentally hit delete in the game instead of eject the disk, so now the game's got to load back up.
I got you.
I hope I didn't.
I noticed something about the Vulture.
Oh, what's that?
It's
Oh, you
got
got
a-
the Mexican paint job on it.
It's got a back seat.
Yeah. You got the Mexican paint job on it, though.
You call that a Mexican paint job?
I
I
do.
picked it because of the name. What's it look like?
Mexican paint job.
You say that, but you haven't seen the... It hasn't got to what I'm referring to yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I saw it.
So the stream is a little bit behind.
Yeah.
It's Autoboticus Prime. It looks like an Autobot.
Mhm.
If it was a Mexican paint job, it would have green in it.
Yeah, I was
You
thinking it's missing
racist.
the green.
You racist.
What am I doing at Giotto? What kind of ship am I at? Where am I at? What am I doing?
Fuel school disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Sure, I'll use this ship. I don't know what I'm doing.
I saw a ship that I thought was you earlier today.
Really?
Yeah. The name of the ship, it was a federal drop ship. It was named the Dank Tank.
Really?
Yep.
That's a good name.
I thought so too, especially since you run the drop ship. So I thought it was you. I was like, that's got to be him. No way. No way that's not him.
I like how you stop playing the game for a few months and you're super uber rusty.
Me or you?
Me.
Oh,
I always
yeah.
I always stop playing for a few months and it's like, oh yeah, I get this rust off.
By the time you knock the rust off, you're like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore.
Exactly.
That's usually how it goes.
Fuel sweeping complete.
I'm bored. I'm gonna find something else to play.
The September update, what I watched of the stream, when I hit that one spot, that I just had to comment on. I had no choice but to comment on that. I was like, really? Really? From what I saw, they're improving the new player experience even further. I'm live streaming, so if you wonder why I'm about to narrate this, that's why. I don't know why, but the progression of the development of this game during the live service
Shift drive charging.
feels almost like we've been playing a beta this whole time, and they're eventually going to finish it and call it a game. Because they're only finally putting the finishing touches on the new player experience, and the game's been out for 3 years. I don't know what you think, but to me, that's a beta. That's not DLC coming with Horizons. That's content. Because it wasn't until Horizons that it became the price of a full game. It was $30 and then $30 for the DLC. Commander's Pack was, I think, $59.99, which is the price of a normal game. Which I'm not complaining about the price of the game at all. But still, it's like we're only getting the new player experience 3 years later. Come on, man. Like, really? Really? Really?
Well, think about it. When you and I started around the same time. 1,000 credits.
1,500. We
The
started with
Sidewinder.
1,500, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was 1,000
I thought it was
And a
50. It
Sidewinder.
might be 1,000. I thought it was 1,500.
in a Sidewinder.
Yes, in a Sidewinder.
I know. I started at Acellus Primus.
I started at Acellus. No, I didn't. I started in LHS 3447. But that was because when you start with the Commander's Pack, you choose one or the other, and I didn't know what the difference was, and I chose that area. So
Oh.
it was a oops.
Well, I started at Acellus at Baker's Prospect.
Right.
That was my first thing. And then it was have at it, boy.
Wait, no. I'm incorrect. I'm not intentionally lying. I'm actually incorrect. Because when I choose not to rebuy, I go to Baker's Prospect, so that's where I started.
Frame shift drive charging.
Gotcha.
I only remember that because I was in my inventory earlier today, and I've got 2 or 3 Sidewinders sitting at Baker's Prospect. Oops. So Dank, what would it take from the developers as a longtime player and someone who frequently takes sabbaticals? What would it take from the development team to bring you back to full-time play? And I use you because you're a damn good example of the typical gamer. You play when you can. Not everyone can play all the time. Most people have lives, and I know you have a job.
And that I get bored with it as well, and it's like I need something new every once in a while. Like just to keep me in the game. I mean, let's say power play. Not do like a fucking month's worth of power play. Let's do maybe a week of power play. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Being as I've already got everything there is to get in power play, and the game is this old, and they've shortened every grind, including the money grind. I don't know how to change it to
A week instead
make
of a
it
month.
better.
Let's do
Well,
a
a week.
Sleeping complete.
Shortening it to a week is more along the lines of that's. I wouldn't
2
say
weeks.
shorten it to a week. I would say change it completely.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so I would
Do
say
something else different.
instead of getting to level 3, get to level 5 once. You know what I mean?
Or the longer you stay with that faction, that's when that's how you level up.
Frame
Or
shift
that's how you
drive
can
charging.
instead of go spend
Well, if you do it that way, what they would do would
Your
they would
loyalty
level you
points or
up once a week, and it would take 5 weeks instead of 4.
or I'm saying loyalty points or something like that. Oh, you've been
Well,
with
I
this
mean,
faction long
I get
enough,
that, but
you're
I
loyal.
mean, I do think the power play ranking system / rewards, the payouts weekly, they're okay. I'm not going to complain about those, but there's literally no incentive to actually get into power play in this game, especially being how and this is going to strike a nerve with a lot of people, and this is a very unpopular opinion. When I say unpopular, I mean it's only about the opinion of 30% of the player base, meaning there's 70% that disagree with this. Power play and BGS period, not just power play. I said, but power play and BGS should be open play only. And as an avid PvP player, the reason I say this is not so I can kill people. It's so I can actively defend. PvP in private and solo is unbalanced. It's unfair. Not to the open players, to the game itself. It's not balanced.
The game has never been balanced.
Well, we're in agreement there.
Pacifiers?
I still use pacifiers.
Pack-hounds?
I still use pacifier. I mean, I still use pacifiers. Yes, pacifiers. We got some pacifiers.
You remember how OP pack-hounds used to be?
What's up, Philly?
It took you a month to get pack-hounds. And then once you had pack-hounds, I mean, they were OP as shit. They were just... And now you launch like 12 pack-hounds, and it's like...
You launch 12 pack-hounds, and then what?
It's like 1% damage.
Right.
But back then, you
well,
could
what
load
they
12
did,
pack-hounds and...
what they did was they nerfed the amount of damage they do to hull. Which is kind of dumb. They were a hull weapon. They're the only, not just pack-hounds, but seeker missiles as well as torpedoes. They're the only weapons in their category for explosive. So I mean it.
Well, you also have missiles. I mean, just standard missiles and torps.
I said that, yeah.
And they're...
But I use dumbfire missiles, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They're lacking. They're lacking on armor damage. They really are. Once you have, I mean, if your ship doesn't have 60% resistance to explosion, you're not gonna do any damage with them. You're just not. Let's see. I guess I can wait for him to get here. What's Sned doing?
Let's do. You asked me another thing about the game. Shit, I had it and I forgot.
Oh well, let me ask the question again. What would it take from the developers to bring a long-time player such as yourself back to the game, full time? What would it take for this to become your #1 go-to game again? You already said content, and while you're thinking about the other thing you were going to mention, let me ask. Be more specific. Be more specific with content.
Hey, what's on the tip of my tongue? What Laura's always said about, you know, that when we were trading, we want the route button, one route to another.
Yes, the return trip.
What is it? The life of ease, or the ease of life, or whatever.
Or be able to plot a round trip. You know, that would be cool.
Yeah. Just more, you know, easy life stuff in the game. You know, it makes your life a little bit easier.
Right.
Stuff like that. Laura's been saying it the whole time. I agree with her.
Well, I mean, the reason, I mean, the fact that you can't make a round trip, or not even a round trip, if you could make a 3-point trip, like I want to fly here, then here, then here, and just plot the entire route, you know, that would be okay. Or just a round trip. Say I want to go to this system and back. The reason they can't do that, and I'm going to explain that. The reason they can't do that is because there's no way of knowing what your weight is going to be.
Update.
Rainbow's in the thing.
Yes.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
There's no way of knowing what the mass of your ship is going to be for the return trip, especially if you're doing cargo. Because if you're in a
Work
Type
as
9,
agent for Ariza to do
you're
missions
plotting
for her.
a route at 455 tons. However, your return trip could be anywhere from 455 tons to 1,136 tons. And there's no way of plotting that return route. Now, if there was a way to do that, plot the round trip, and then have a little a hotkey or something in the navigation panel to click on to automatically recalculate the route, and not have to open the galaxy map and whatnot, I could see that. That would be cool. But the plotting the round trip is problematic because of the weight thing.
And what year are we in the game? What year are we?
3305.
3205. 3305. We're in 3305. That should already be done. Like, that should be done by now. Like, this ship should be like, okay, go. Voice activated, let's go. Hell, the ship already talks to you.
Well, voice activation, I think there actually are voice commands on PC.
Well, no. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, you know, 3305. The ship's already talks to you. Now, I'm not saying.
Laura, could you get Snedeker in this chat? Are we full? Is Laura even here?
Exactly.
Well, the reason for that is because some people plot really long routes at a time. For example, jumping to Kashyapa from the bubble. It's 19,500 light years. If it constantly recalculated every time your mass changed, meaning it would recalculate when you jumped into a system and you had used the fuel from the jump, then it would have to recalculate again when you fuel scooped and were full again, because your jump range changes actively while you're fueling. If it were constantly recalculating, yes, that would be something that is possible in the year 3305. However, the server that we're using in 2019 probably can't do that. What's up? It's not so much that you have to think about it of it's not really their priority. It's more along the lines of what you want your server to be doing the majority of its processing power with. Do you want it recalculating routes constantly, or do you want it producing decent graphics? I'll be honest with you, I don't mind the current jump system as it is if they would fix the fucking space cubes. Anyone else know what a space cube is without me having to explain that? Let's go to Laxac, Snedeker.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, you can nav lock me. I'm pretty sure you got the jump range of me at least. This is a combat ship, so. What are you in? Oh. Hey man, I got 5 of them, so. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, that is annoying. You'd think 3305, your limpets would be intelligent enough to not try to fly through a damn asteroid or try to get something out of the middle of the asteroid. Or at least target one they can get to, you know. Yeah, being able to actively ignore, instead of being able to having to ignore the entire list altogether, you being able to ignore a single target. You know what I mean? It's like, just ignore that one. Just stop fucking trying to get it, you stupid limpets. If you wonder what's going on, Snedeker, Vultures do not have a very large fuel tank, so I'm gonna have to fuel probably every fuel star along the route.
What do you got? Like a 2 on it?
Frameshift
I
drive
think it's got
charging.
a 3 on it, to be honest with you. So I think I got 8
Where are you
tons.
going?
That's not a daily driver, that's a jumper. Alright. Right. Well, we're still waiting for Dank to finish his thought there. I don't want to make him think we forgot about him.
No.
And Snedeker, I'm actually gonna ask you this question. We're live streaming, by the way. If your voice isn't shared, it's okay. But I'll ask you the question second because you're also a decent example. You're very similar to Dank. That's my mom sending me a picture of one of my kids saying he looks just like me when I was 10. I was like, I honestly don't remember what I looked like when I was 10. So she's sending me a picture, said, this? I was like, okay.
Good thing. Now, where y'all going?
Currently going to Laxac,
What's in my rucksack?
the Beethoven hair.
Okay.
Well, while Dank's thinking, let me ask you the question, and that might help Dank think on his work as an agent for Arissa to do missions for her. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Philly Kano. There's somebody. It's an anaconda. It's Badriel. Bust him. Pop him. But
Oh, he's telling you to work as an agent for Alyssa. Wants you to do missions for her.
who is Arissa?
I'm pretty sure it's like the blue-haired chick.
That's Aisling.
That one. Is that what you meant as Aisling?
God, this ship is so hard to interdict with. So touchy, man. It is so touchy, dude. Ooh, the lag. I don't
Rainbow,
know if that's me
still
or
in
you.
there?
Calling technically compromised. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack.
Anyway, Snicker, what would it take you to get full time for this game? Like, what would the developers have to do to get you full time for this?
Taking the damage. Taking the damage.
Put me in mentally explain.
Taking heat damage.
I can't hit you anymore. It's gonna kill you. GG. What? You just said you could try. What? I thought you were in a combat ship. Dude.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I got you. You said you can try. I thought you meant like interdicting me. Okay. No biggie. No biggie. Give you a minute to explain. Okay. Wow. Our fight is literally just starting on the live stream. Woo!
It just ended. I've got the live stream up. I'm watching it now.
Okay. Well, I'm already in Laxac. I've already jumped out. At about 20 or 25 light year jump range combat ship. I mean, we can hop around, look for people. That's all I'm doing is just looking for people. I don't know how in the hell we managed to bump into Badriel one jump away from Laxac. It's like, that's a random ass star.
It's a small universe.
Right? Oh, you were following it. I did not know that.
Yeah, you can watch the live screen and follow along.
Yeah, I'm in a combat ship. Sorry. Oh man. I've gained an appreciation for small ships, not because they're super deadly, but because they're incredibly agile. Whoop, there's somebody.
Sweeping complete.
Oh, that's you. Okay. Python is a decent combat ship. I know someone, well-known griefer that rolls around in a Python because everyone's like, a Python? A Python? It's like, yeah, a Python.
Yeah, back in the day, that was the shit.
Yeah, so I say it's got the toughness of an Anaconda. It doesn't have the firepower. It's got the firepower of a Mark III. I'm sorry, a Mark II. But it's got the
I think the
durability
firepower-
of the
well, that's right there
Anaconda.
up front. All that firepower is right there up front too.
Well, the Anaconda's all facing one direction. It's all forward facing. I mean, you could put turrets on there and get some 85 degree from the cone, but the Anaconda's death cone is right in front of it. I mean, it really is. If you can stay out of the front of it, or like you'll see in that particularly short fight, if you can pin yourself to the top of it, right around the cockpit, you're invincible.
Oh, Fox, I got another thing they could change about this game.
What's that?
If they want me to play. PvP. Change PvP. Make it fair. And also not like where you can run out too. You know that the last time that we played, we were all PvPing and it just got boring and old fast.
Yep.
Real fast. Like we were in and out, in and out, in and out. Nobody was winning, nobody was losing. It was just done.
I have thought in depth about how to fix that. One, the first thing you're going to have to fix, and this is controversial, so shoot me later for even bringing it up. The first thing you're going to have to fix is combat logging. You're going to have to make it not a thing. And I mean, let someone log out to the menu if you want. Leave their ship there. Something. You're going to have let them die. Yeah, you're going to have to do something, because the combat logging being unpunished and so easy to do, it's even menu logging, and I'm using menu logging for a reason, because that is the ethical way to do it. It's unfair because the TTK on even the smallest of engineered ships, for example, my Vulture. The TTK on my Vulture, if I put 4 pips into systems and just put my controller down, the Type 10 is not going to be able to do enough DPS to kill my ship in 15 seconds. It's just not. It's impossible. So, I mean, they're going to have to first fix the combat logging issue. The second thing they're going to have to do is lock instances. Put a timer on the instance, just like there's a timer on instances now when you look at them in Super Cruise. Put a timer on the instance from the first time fire is exchanged. Once the instance becomes hostile, put a timer on it. say 2 minutes, 4 minutes, probably 4 or 5 minutes, where it is open for anyone to join, and then lock the instance. And when I say lock the instance, I mean lock it completely, which means even if they warp out, even if they high wake out, low wake out, whatever, they cannot re-enter the instance. Because right now all we do is micro jump. Like if I'm in a big ship and 3 small ships are 9K away from me, I nav lock one of them, wake into freaking Super Cruise, and it drops me right on top of them. That's not fair. It's really not fair. It's broken. So the only thing that they could do would be lock the instances, put a timer on them, restricting the amount of time that people can enter an instance, and continue to reinforce the fight, and fix combat logging. That would really help PvP. But nobody listens to me.
Yeah. I mean, that would be one thing.
It makes too much sense.
A lot of people PvP just to PvP this game, and you've got to build a really great, awesome ship.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to take them out. You got to make sure you can take that ship out in 15 seconds, or about 15 seconds. Because when that person sees, you got 15 seconds to kill them. I mean, I'm just saying, you don't know if that person's just going to come back along or whatever, but that's what you got.
Well, not if they close the application. If they close the application, you don't even have 15 seconds. You've got 1 minute, and they're invincible for that minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because they've already left.
Like even if they lose power, in my instance, because for some reason I lose power here a lot.
Man,
even if they lose power, hey, they're in the
take a
instance, they're
rebuy,
dead.
dude.
Sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
Take a rebuy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Especially with money being so damn easy to come by nowadays, there's no reason not. I mean, there really isn't.
Well, especially they're going to start you up at 100 million. You can buy a lot of shit for 100 million.
Let's make our way to Desi. Holy shit, no.
Mm-hmm.
With the new update, there's a screenshot that I shared with my vlog today. I know you're probably not subscribed, probably not interested, not asking you to, but it is in the Discord. I posted a screenshot in the Discord for those who would rather stay off the streams. And now when you're watching the stream, he's on this screen for less than a second. He gets past this screen fast, really fast. But we all know how Fox's mind works. It was like, what the fuck did I just see? So I was rewinding it, watching it frame by frame, because they broadcast it for 60 frames per second, which means if there was only up for a half a second, there's 30 frames of it that I can catch. And I took a picture of it, and they're going to have the option, unless this changes between now, what they're live streaming, and what, next week, they're going to be able to start with 100 million credits and a Cobra or an Imperial Eagle. The Imperial Eagle honestly pisses me off, and the reason I say that is because they don't start with the Imperial rank. You can't just buy an Imperial Eagle.
I'm more upset the Cobra.
But the Cobra, dear God, man, it's a Cobra. You want to give them a head start in the game? Start them in a fucking Adder.
What's wrong with the Sidewinder? We all started.
Everything is wrong with the Sidewinder, man. I have bitched about the Sidewinder from day one. It should not be a ship in this damn game. It just shouldn't.
But you started in it, didn't you?
You're damn right I did, and I got out of that bitch as soon as possible.
We all did.
Right. Plot a course to Weird, the engineer Weird. W-Y-R-D.
Engineer.
Yeah, it's an engineer.
Frameshift
Keep
drive
talking. I'm listening. I'm just plotting a course because there's nobody here.
Sorry, work be busy.
All right, you're fine, man. And people are going to quit when they go into open and they get shot down. It's just going to happen. Think about
There it
this, okay? Yeah, that's already there. But think on this. We already have kids, and I'm saying kids for a reason. We already have kids who start this game, hit the learning brick, smack up against the wall a couple times, grind it out, buy a decent ship, Type 6, Type 7. A lot of people go for the keelback for the weapons placements. They're in their keelback. They have spent, at this point in the game, about a week. Anyone who does not know what they're doing when they start out this game, it's going to take you about a week to get into a keelback. If you don't have someone like one of us telling you, hey, dude, get the fuck out of there, come here, take this mission, okay, now you've got 20 million, go buy you a damn adder, go start mining void opals in this system and sell them here. If you don't have someone doing that, it's going to take you a week to get to your keelback.
So what I mean by as agent for Orisa is
So
like you get
you
message
take
from the Empress to do missions for her like escort rescue in the instance.
Wow, are you
Can
going to...
wing lock them to
Yeah,
follow.
you're going to literally talk that whole thing in my ear, aren't you? That is distracting. But what they're going to do, you're going to it takes a week to get into your keelback, and then they get blown up and realize that the insurance doesn't cover the ship. They don't have the money to rebuy the ship. They have to start over in a Sidewinder, and they quit.
sweeping complete.
Now, what happens when you start people with 100 million? The first thing they're going to do, they're going to buy the most expensive damn ship they can find. Where is it? It's the Python. You're going to buy you a 72 million credit ship called a Python. It's the bee's knees, okay? It is the bee's knees, bro. You buy it, you fully outfit it, you spend all 100 million. Or if you're like me, you're going to go buy a Type 9. And if you know what you're doing, or have a friend that tells you to buy it in a Liang Ru system, if you don't go to Liang Ru, you're going to spend exactly 99 million credits. If you go to Liang Ru, you're going to get that for just under 90 million fully fit out for cargo or mining or whatever you want. Now, the part of that is, day 2, you spend all 100 million credits. You buy your Type 9. You run into Dank in a system that he's mining in. He bumps into you a couple times by accident, blows your ship up because he's engineered and you're not. You die, 3 hours worth of mining is gone. You can't rebuy your ship, so not only did you lose 150 million credits worth of void opals, you lost your ship, you can't rebuy it, you go back to the starter system. If people are quitting the game because they lost a keelback, what the hell do you think they're going to do if they lose a damn Type 9? And all they have to do is restart to get another 100 million? Come on.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, you're fine.
For the long
I just finished.
explanation, LOL.
I just finished reading that, Kano. You're talking about being able to do other missions for power play, kind of like the missions board. The power play actually giving a missions board that you can pick from rather than doing the same old boring grind crap, shoot down enemy commanders or the cargo. And I get that. That would be cool to not remove what's already there, because that's actually really easy to do to get level 3. You just take a Type 9, you kit it right, you do it in one trip, pay 9.5, no, it's 7.5, isn't it? 7.4 million credits, make one trip, It's done. It's very boring.
Yeah, that's
It's very
bullshit.
unrewarding. Yeah, it's just not. It's not fun, man.
I mean, what he's saying though is what we were talking about earlier when it was typed out about like what power play can do, and that's one thing that power
Raid
play
3
can
is
do.
easy, but
I mean,
the
that would
Raid
be a lot
5, oh lord.
better than doing what you just said. Go with the fucking merits.
Right. I mean,
What
I
he's
wouldn't
saying is
mind
a lot-
seeing like a weekly mission board for these merits. You know what I mean? That you can do randomly generated shit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like you go to Aisling, and you know Aisling gives you those missions, and Aisling says, "Okay, go do this." See, that would be better than what I thought. Like go a week or two. I mean, that is a lot better.
Right.
Because it gives you something to do. It gives you something to like work for.
I mean, don't make everything fetch quests, because for God's sakes, there's enough fucking fetch and return shit in this game. I mean, this game is fetch and return. You go to mine, you go fetch it, you bring it back. You do trade, fetch and return. You do deliver, you don't fetch, you just
fucking
return.
bounty.
Yeah.
Bounty hunt. It's
Bounty
fetch
hunt.
and
Go
return.
out, shoot shit, come back. It's fetch and return.
Stand complete.
Yup, lol.
Fuels.
Well, that's the problem I've been running into. Is there's a reason
Hey,
I've
Aisling,
made a
you say
major shift to
politics.
PvP. The reason I say that is because it's the only content that's different. I'm not the greatest at PvP, so when somebody fights me, there's that slight thrill that I'm probably going to die because I am not full-time PvP and I don't have the skills that they do. And that's exciting to an extent. The problem is, think about this. There's 3 of us right now on live stream bouncing around from populated system to populated system looking for commanders. So when you're full-time PvP, you might sit on this game for 8 or 9 hours and get 2 kills or die twice.
If you're
What
me.
the hell kind of fetch and return quest is that? That's the most boring of all boring. I did a live stream of that about a week ago, proving that. I was like, look, to those of you who combat log or go to the forums and bitch and moan about PvPers griefing you, let me show you why. And this is kind of another different conversation during it, but this is kind of another stream that's like that. I've got a wing of 3 out looking for trouble.
Frameshift drive charging.
We ain't found shit. The only conflict that we have found was in chat with us,
some
and,
guy in our own chat.
yeah, Sarcy admitted that he actually followed us. I was like, so I mean, so for someone who's not live streaming and is just playing this game by themselves or with a group of friends, there's no chance encounters. You know, and that's because it is so vast, and that's a great thing. That is awesome. It's incentive for people to play in open because you're still safe in open. It's still Elite Dangerous. Why? Because when PvPers, sorry, I had to change my zoom. When PvPers are out looking for kills, looking for trouble for 6 straight hours and they can't find anybody, and then they find someone, the last damn thing they're looking at is the combat rank. They're like, oh yay, finally a fight, and it's a Sidewinder. They don't care. They're trigger happy. You know?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you where we can go if you really want to get in a fight.
Where's that?
Community goals.
Man, do they even have those anymore? They're sporadic. They're not every week anymore. They're like,
Oh, they're not.
and the only people you find at community goals are the vast majority of the time.
PvPers.
No, the people who don't know any better.
I was
So
that guy at one
you're
time.
running into competent and expert fighters. But what happens? What happens when you do that for 3 months on a game? So I ask you, we've already asked it once, but I'm going to ask you again. What would FDev have to do, add to, not change, okay? We could all agree that there are some things that could change. What would they have to do, add to the game or alter the game to bring back board players like you and Dank?
Fuel scooping complete.
I mean, they can only add. I mean, we agree that power play could be more fun if they would make power play missions, like a power play mission board. You know, just something different to do. For example, go to, for Aisling Duval, you go to Zachary Hudson's main system and scan a highly defended ground installation. Make that 125 merits. I mean, you know, just something different, you know. Go into enemy territory and make it in open, you know, so other commanders can stop you from doing it. You know what I mean? Make it dangerous.
Frameshift drive charging.
I got one. Oh yeah. Plus you're wasting $7.5 million just on fucking barracks. 4 weeks and $7.5 million.
Right.
Fuel scooping.
I got another one, and this falls right here what he just said, engineering shit. When you know how I told you I went out to Dav Soap and
Yeah.
I got a bunch of shit. I filled a bunch of shit up, went back and then traded it all, and then I had nothing.
Yeah.
Went back, did it again, came back, traded. I had a little bit more, but that bullshit right there. Like the trading up and trading down or whatever. Those exactly. The materials that you need, the raws and the what's the other word I'm looking for?
Well, I understand your point on that, but FDev's going to look at that. Even though that, as you say, is garbage, it's a hell of a lot better than it was before, because you would burn through 10 times the material on the RNG.
Well, they need to make it better. Or buying new ships would be great.
Yeah, but how many ships do you need to add to a game to until you say you've got enough? I mean, really?
No, used.
Oh, used ships.
Say a player needs money. He's like, oh, I've got this ship I don't use. I'll just put it on the used market. And then some player goes, okay, well. You know,
I discussed that in the blueprints. Say you could buy for like $20, 2 blueprints, so you could blueprint 2 ships that you have and sell them to other players. Not the blueprint, sell them copies of the ship. You know what I mean? That was an unalterable blueprint. When I say unalterable, that's because you're obviously going to have things on there that are power play and stuff like that they don't have the stuff to use. And if you allow them to buy it from you for say like 100 million credits, they're going to be able to get the power play stuff that way. You know, that would subvert the system.
Yeah.
So you would have to, you know, sell them like an unalterable ship that instead of losing if they don't have the rebuy, it's just a blueprint that they could go back to, and when they could purchase the ship, not at reduced cost, they would have to pay for this whole ship every time. You know, so instead of, it would encourage them to, if they liked it, buy their own, not keep that one, because the rebuy would be the full cost of the ship. They just bought the blueprint. Say like my cutter, you know, if I were to sell the blueprint to someone, they would pay me say 300-400 million credits, but every rebuy for them is going to cost 1.1 billion, because that's how much my cutter is, you know. Of course, you know, if I did that, I would totally like swap it around and put the most expensive ship possible on there and give them like a 1.6 billion credit ship and be like, what the fuck? There's a Corvette.
Where?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Never lucky.
God, this ship is so hard to interdict with. It's all squirrely and shit. Stop, rope 8 back the other way. Whoa, catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. Now, dead still. And they lose it every time. Every time.
Integrity compromised.
'Cause
Watch his health. We want to see if he's going to clog. We don't want to kill him. Per shot.
Under attack.
He's at 16.
14. Lay off of him. If you got turrets
12,
on,
12,
retract
10.
them.
Heat sink deployed.
He retracted.
Charge detected.
He's jumping.
Is he running? Let him run. Good. He didn't clog.
Jesus, that's a weak Corvette.
Now let's go see if he'll clog.
Shift drive charging.
Let him get a little bit of ways away.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
He low waked.
My courier enough to take him on.
Did he low wake or high wake?
He should have highway. He should have highway. Should have.
He was a little squishy. Not gonna lie, it was kind of squishy. He didn't clog, so let him live. If he clogged, we'd sit and camp the instance, both in Super Cruise and in the instance, and just wait for him to come back. Mercilessly murder him.
He unlocked the Corvette too easily and got it too early.
I agree with you on that one, Philly Kano. Said he unlocked the Corvette too early and got it too easily, or vice versa. He might have said got it too easily and unlocked it too early. And I agree with that.
You remember? Remember when I got my vet?
Yeah, I do. You remember when I got mine?
It's a long time after I got mine.
Yeah.
But you remember how I was to my vet because that was my ship, and how often did I take it out
Fuels.
when I first got it?
My Corvette and my Cutter sat in the garage for like 6 months, man. No shit, 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about how long mine sat.
I bought them, fit them, parked them.
Yep. My vet's still not even 100% engineered. Because I still want to go back and change it. Like, it's one of those things that will never be done. Yeah, exactly. It will never be done. That's the vet. The Cutter to me will never be done. How do
Well,
I not have a bounty for that stuff?
because his crimes weren't on.
Oh.
Fuel scooping complete.
Where are we? We're in weird. That's pulse lasers and power distributors. All right. You just drop her on something, or what'd you do? Dang. What'd you do?
Yeah, I'm checking to see if there's any community goals.
Oh, okay. I might be wrong on that. I've several times I've tried to open it and it says there are no community goals at this time, and I was like, whatever, dude.
It's just one of those things you just ignore. Like, you just look over it and don't even...
I don't think you should have to open the community goal. It should be literally on the mission board as a mission. You know what I mean?
Is it not anymore? I thought it was.
No, it's on the mission board, but you have to open it. You know, I mean, the mission should be there.
People two guys are get Cutter and that. Yeah, they are, because that's their like in-game shit. Conda.
What does that smell?
Conda seems like everybody's in-game shit. Where's Laura? Where did she go?
She's in here in the kitchen with me. See my point? And here's another gripe. Okay, let me get closer to the system just in case it cuts out. Here is my primary gripe. I flew a shit ship for jumping. Specifically built and engineered a ship for this community goal. We flew combat fucking fit and engineered Anacondas, or Corvettes in some people's case, all the way out to Sajay to build this damn station and anti-grief while we were there. And we worked our asses to the bone. I mean, literally jerry-rigging our ship. Rig it for mining. Mine. Oh shit. A griefer. Hot fix it. I mean, you know, swap some shit out real quick. Go out there, anti-grief. Go back to mining. Anti-grief. Mining. Anti-grief. We did this for a week and we grinded our asses off. One, we didn't get a shipyard put out there. That pissed me off. It really did. But we worked our ass off to complete, because it was already there, to complete one station. One. Now, I said all that to say this. 6 months later, we find some Thargoid shit down on the Witch Head Nebula. And overnight, there's 27 systems and 56 different stations. It just blink into existence. Overnight, nobody does shit. What the fuck, FDev? What the fuck? What are you doing with your community? I mean, what are you doing with yourself? There's nobody here. That guy ain't coming back. Where are we from here? We're right next to Acellus. Weird. Let's hit Cuck, Alioth, and Wolf 397. Let's go to Alioth first, and then we'll hit Cuck, and then go to Wolf 397.
I see what you're doing. You're going to engineers, aren't you?
Yeah, we're just going to hit all the, well, not all of them. We're going to hit the engineer systems until we get to Desiat, and then we'll make our way back
That
to
is Alan's
Acellus.
cousin. Engineering.
That's it. Usually you can guarantee.
Oh yeah, and the new engineer.
Oh, who's the new one? You said Alios first?
Yeah, we're going to go to Alioth first.
Drive charging.
And when you say he got, I'm doing good, Taylor. I did not see you type, and it did not come up in my ear. But you say he got the vet too early, and that's not probably the case. The case is probably he just got the vet and hasn't had time to engineer it. Most people, when they get it, like I said, my Cutter and my Corvette sat in a garage for 6 months until it was fully engineered before I would fly it. Not everyone is that way. You know, a lot of people will have that Shelby GT500 sitting in the garage, and as soon as they drop a powertrain in it and have old ass tires and don't even have a hood for it or doors, they'll be driving it around town. Some people will do that. However, I'm the kind of person, the first time I drive it out of the garage, it's going to be absolutely perfect. You know, it's going to have everything on it, including AC. It's going to have new tires. It's going to have freaking armor all across everything. The interior is going to be spotless. It's going to be a fully painted, completely refurbished car before I drive it out of the garage. That's how I feel about it. But to run into a Corvette that's that squishy, to me just means he's pretty new in it and he hasn't had any time to engineer it. The fact that,
Or he was engineering it.
or he,
That
yeah,
weird
so I say because he
engineering
was on his way to the engineer, so he could have been trying to engineer it, which is cool. He didn't clog. He was willing to lose it, so I don't know how much you guys helped, but I kicked the living shit out of him.
I threw like 3-pack hounds at him, and I was like, alright, I'm not gonna kill him.
Oh.
3 volleys.
I want to see, go ahead. I want to see a small ship with a huge hard point. Just one huge. I want to see a small ship with a huge hard point. Why?
Like,
the
that's all
Vulture
it has?
the Vulture has 2 large. So that equates to 1 huge. I want to see a small ship. I want to see how it would look, what their design would be, you know.
Temperature critical.
Small
I think it
ship.
would look cool.
Oh Lord, LOL.
Well, I mean, the one I'm flying, the Vulture, has 2 larges, which is the equivalent of a huge.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
But what one huge would you find?
Exactly my point.
Drive charging.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly my point.
What?
You know, a lot of people would just be flying around with a target lock brake PA. You know they would. But could you imagine what the ship would look like? Just a cockpit and a hard point.
Frameshift drive charging.
That'd be sexy, and you know it. You've got a
It'd be
frame
like a,
shift drive, a hard point, and a cockpit. That's it.
That's what, yeah.
So like an interceptor type.
Yeah, kind of like an interceptor. Not like the Majestic class interceptor, but yeah, kind of like that. I think that would be cool.
That's what I was thinking of. Those little, like, interceptor, those little drones. That's right.
Yep.
Fly and shoot, fly away.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like, that's why I said possibly a target lock brake, or depending on the build, like if it was a really hot, like dirty drive, dirty drags, a really hot ship, put the thermal conduit so it does even more damage in rapid succession. You notice I'm using APAs right now. That's kind of what happened to that vet. I just kind of ram him and just hold the trigger down. It's like, pew, 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 pew. That would be way OP. For huge, it would just be way OP. But yeah, I think it would be an interesting ship. I really do.
Somebody, Etobo said engineering.
Yeah, engineering question mark. Could you elaborate on what you meant there, Tumbo?
No, we're not engineering. Definitely. We're just
Oh,
doing
you're
engineering.
asking what we're doing. Negative. We are not we are not engineering. We are looking for trouble. We're showing everyone the life of griefers. The only difference is we're not griefing people. We're not trying to kill anybody. Of how boring it is looking for other people to shoot at.
Okay, I'm going to cut.
You're going to Cuck? Alright.
Yeah, ain't nobody here.
1 second. Cuck will be more active than Alioth. That's why I want to come here first. Not there.
Maybe with carrier you can launch one since it won't be jumping to systems since it will have no space to fit a good fuel tank.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the carriers. Yeah, that's something I'm actually looking forward to in this game.
I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I think it has the potential to be the greatest addition to the game ever, and it also has the potential to be, man, what was the name of that game that everybody was fucking just Anthem? It has the potential to be Anthem.
Hey,
And
you were
act
looking
as
forward
support
to it.
interceptor.
You're damn right, and I didn't buy it either.
Nope, you didn't. But you did play this. At least you gave it a chance.
I
to play
got
the
you.
demo.
And until the game is complete and all bugs worked out, I probably will never play it.
Destiny.
Oh, I didn't play that either. But yeah, so I say the fleet carriers have the potential to be Anthem. You know, could be so much, and it could also be the greatest disappointment this game has ever seen.
I'm looking forward to it.
Now that being said, that does not mean that it won't be like the rest of the game has been since we've been playing it. The biggest
That will be dope though since carriers will most
disappointment
likely
you
be
ever
in instances.
experienced in your life, but slowly fixed over the course of a year. You know what I'm talking about, slowly fixed over the course of a year. You know what I'm talking about. By 2020, they're like finally fixed the fleet carriers. I mean, hell, we've had the baby bubble for 6 months now, and it's only just now getting fixed. What?
I didn't know there was something wrong with the baby bubble.
It's they don't ease the well, you'd have to watch the live stream to understand the changes they're making to the baby bubble, or you'd have to have started a new character in the baby bubble
So
to
No Man's Sky? LOL.
No Man's Sky. What the hell are you talking about?
Like,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the incredible disappointment on launch day, and it take them forever to fix it and turn it into a decent game.
oh, it took them what, 2-3 years? 2 years
Yeah.
to fix it. Beyond. No wait, next. No, Beyond.
2020
Come
they
out.
overhaul the V6 server and put the V10 server so less
In the
bugs
same
and
exact
stuff.
way I said it too. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, that yeah.
Takes a year to
That's-
get
that's the
decent.
problem That's a problem with games today. Is it
Yeah.
takes a fucking year for a game to get a year or two for a game to actually become what it really is. By that time, everybody's moved on from that game.
Yeah, by the time that's why I said it's almost like we're playing betas, man. And by the time the game is complete, nobody plays it anymore.
And that's where I go. No, you can damn me to hell, but that's
Wolf
why I stay
397.
home. Nintendo. It doesn't feel like you're playing a beta. Buy a Nintendo Switch those games feel like
Frameshift
completed
drive
games.
charging.
Yeah.
Damn me to hell.
I like the fact
But-
that they went back to the GameCube controller.
Oh yeah, you can buy those.
No, I mean even the original Switch controllers, they're in the format of the GameCube controller.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I wish live service gaming was not a thing. I really do.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
I wish they would just shut it down altogether, and force developers to go back to testing their own games, not forcing their beta test on paying customers.
$60 games.
Right. I mean,
$180
go back
games.
to actually paying professional gamers to do what professional gamers do. I mean, yes, you'll always have your live streamers, okay? I mean, I'm one of them, but you're always going to have your live streamers. You're always going to have the people that other people enjoy watching because they genuinely enjoy games, and it is fun and engaging to watch someone else enjoy a game. It makes you want to enjoy that game too. You know, it's good for advertising, but you know, force them to go back to paying people a full-time salary to actually test the damn game.
I mean, game testers, where they get paid like $9 an hour.
No.
Frameshift drive charging.
Would you buy No Man's Sky right now?
Yep.
Oh, you already own it. I got you. Everything is buggy. Live service gaming is buggy because they don't care about the trim and polish. They care about getting it out there and start making money with it. That's all they care about. They don't care about completion. They don't care about, they don't care about putting turtle wax on the game, okay? They just care about throwing it together. Right.
Yep, because that $60 price is going to help those developers complete that game. It's going to help that company help pay the developers to complete that game. When it should be the other way around. Hey, I bought a $60 game. I want a complete finished unit.
I do too, man.
A complete game.
And we're not the only gamers that feel this way. There are a lot of multi-million-dollar pro gamers that have been harping on this for a couple years now, and developers are just going backwards. For example, putting gambling in games. They're selling fucking casinos, man. They're selling casinos instead of games.
To kids.
To kids, yeah.
To kids that don't know any better.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Did we just come from 397, or are we going to 397?
We're going to 397.
Okay.
Still going to 397.
Fuel scooping.
And the silence ensues. 2K20 failed? What do you mean 2K20 failed, Kano?
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Could you, are you referring to the basketball game?
Yes, Rice, disconnect from shit, yeah.
Right, surprise mechanics. Yeah, it's, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the NBA 2K20. We are at 397. Let's settle into the star, start fuel scooping. And let's chill, because this is one of the first ones you open, so at very least we should run into a noob that we can not kill.
Everybody wants to get their multi-cannons done, right?
Yeah. It's the first thing you can unlock, man.
That and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it depends on what you do in the game.
Hell, most of the noobs at Fox recruited, I'm gonna go with the multi-clans. I'm like, oh god. They're like, no, I'm gonna get the multi-cannons. I haven't seen 2K20, so I wouldn't know anything about it, but
It's literally a casino, dude. He's not lying to you. It is 100% casino.
I'll take his word for it.
You ever play some of the little indie games that you get, mobile games where every 15 seconds you're watching a 30-second ad?
Oh,
The
God.
ones that you
Yeah,
usually delete after about 15 minutes of play because you've watched 10 minutes of commercials. That's what they did with 2K20, but with slot machines and Wheel of Fortunes. Literal slot machines, I'm not kidding you.
So it's a basketball game that's...
No, it's a slot machine. It's a casino with a little bit of basketball in between. It's going to the casino with the large screen on the far end of the casino having a basketball game running.
Wow.
Wow, this seems quite active.
What?
The system, there's a lot of NPCs rolling around right now.
I'm gonna burb. I'm gonna refill the tea.
Copy that.
I'll be back.
It's 8:30, you know that, right? He's already gone.
I don't work tomorrow,
Oh, okay.
so yeah.
Well, I'd
I'm
hate
aware,
to
but
interrupt
thank
your
you.
circadian rhythm, you know.
But I appreciate you. Oh, good God. God damn it. Who the fuck is
Is that an NPC?
It is. And I was already down throttle.
Yeah. That's why I try to turn my butt toward the star.
Gotcha. There he is. Where's the star? Where's the star? Yeah, it's alright. I'll be fine here. Alright, Burb.
Okay, let me put in my 2 cents worth about No Man's Sky.
By all means.
From what I've seen, by observing other people play it, and me having played and still am playing Elite Dangerous, I would not purchase No Man's Sky, period. The feel of the game is the graphics, the aesthetics on No Man's Sky is definitely a very different thing than what you get with Elite Dangerous. However, that being said, there are certain aspects of No Man's Sky that would probably be beneficial to Elite Dangerous if Elite Dangerous incorporated some of it into it, like different aspects on when you land on a planet. You know, like you find different flora that or different animals, that kind of thing. Instead of just the land on the planet, there's a bunch of rocks.
The lifeless
That's
rocks
it.
that we can land on. In 3305, we can only land on dead, lifeless rocks. Yeah, I got you there.
But that's my, just my opinion.
I mean, it would. Let me see how to word this. Having a larger variety of scenery to see when you land on planets would add to the game, yes. But what would it add? You're still doing the same thing, so it's not content. It's it would add depth. It would add immersion. That I agree. It would definitely brighten the experience of something as simple as going to the engineers that you have to land on a planet. You know, we don't. I've yet to see a single tree anywhere on any planet. It's like that we find water worlds, we find terraformable metal-rich planets, we find Earth-likes everywhere, and we know that's where the civilizations go. Why are the engineers landing on rocks? Why are we restricted to rocks? I mean, I got you there.
Yeah, why can't we land on the Earth flags? After all, we are humans.
Right.
Yeah, what about... Sure, they brought up the Thargoids, but what about other alien races that we could encounter? And not just for combat, for trading, for... PvE, fighting, that kind of thing as well.
Mm-hmm. I don't like what they did with PvE with the latest update that was supposed to make it a little more difficult. I specifically don't like the fact that people who do not have Horizons, and I've always had Horizons, so don't get me wrong. I don't like the fact that people without Horizons cannot do conflict zones.
What?
That's bullshit.
You can't survive in them.
Oh, you can do them. You just not be able to.
Yeah, you can't complete them. You used to be conflict zones used to be infinite. You could just go in and get the kills in one conflict zone until it was over. But
Y'all ready to go?
now they actually
Sorry,
close out. Oh yeah, we can move on. Let's see. Where's the next stop? Deciat?
That's it.
Where is Deciat? There it is, down there.
Down.
It's a 120 light year trip, 20 at a time. 7 jumps.
Trying to find that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do they even sell these here?
Grab baskets. Let's see where's she at.
Brain trees. I'll take a look at those,
Fuel spending.
Taylor, in a little bit. If I go look at them now, it cuts the stream to blue screen. This is a hot star.
Temperature critical.
This star is cooking ass.
Yeah, maybe you should have brought a better ship.
Disengaged.
Shut up.
Oh. No, I'm talking to myself. I should have brought another ship, better ship too. I'm only getting 20 at a time.
Mm.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are you in the dropship?
Mm-hmm.
I like that you picked the dropship, man.
It's different.
It's not a ship you see every day.
It's different. It needs a pacifier.
Just one? Why?
Isn't the pacifier large?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it only has one large.
Why not an APA?
Fuel slipping.
Oh, because I think this one's a frac cannon. This is a frac cannon ship.
Yeah. Target lock break, APA. Be great for a frag cannon build.
Well, I've got some APA sitting. I've got pacifiers and APA sitting around.
What's going on, Ned? Oh, okay. I got you.
We're going to dust it.
Fuel scooping complete.
The other thing I'm still waiting on them to come out with is where we can be able to walk around inside of our ships and inside of the station.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Don't get
there's a game
don't
for
get
that.
me started. Don't get me started for that
There's a
shit.
game.
Damn it.
There's a game for that. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I think I already did, so, you know.
Shut up. We don't want to talk about space legs, man. I say we because I'm talking about myself in first person, in third person. Third person plural.
Oui, monsieur.
Fuel slipping.
But I reckon it's like you said, you know, they say that they're going to come out with stuff, at like a certain time frame, and then that time frame comes and goes, and it's not there.
Right.
You know, when it
These
does
fleet
show
carriers
up,
were supposed to be a year ago.
yeah, when
Yes.
it does show up, it's finally messed up, and
Mm-hmm.
you think they would use that time to get it right?
Uh-oh, snooker. Time to go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Don't die to NPCs on stream, man. You'll never live it down.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Was it a cop?
Yeah, cop
Frameshift
interdicted
drive
me.
charging.
like when you catch it. Hear that friendship drive. Friendship drive, charging.
If you get Karina, you'll never have that problem again. You'll have the sexiest voice in all of space, and you'll have a frame shift drive.
I got the guy, he talks to me. He's like, friendship drive. Where the fuck's 3D been? He's even off the PlayStation.
Yeah, 3D hasn't been on in about 3 months, man.
Oh, goddamn.
Warning. Temperature critical.
We talked to him at least?
No.
No.
I use Victor, he's great.
Fuel scoop
I
disengaged.
think that's who I got is Victor.
I use Karina.
That's the guy, he's like...
Frame shift
don't you have to
drive
pay for her?
Fuck yes, you do. And she is worth every penny.
Fuck that. That's what I'm using is Victor, because I always like friendship drive. Perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Nah, man, you want Karina for sure.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frame shift drive charging.
You watch Soul Lovely that's it, like they usually are. Or that one girl at the damn base who can like never die. The base will never attack her.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, remember months ago there was like a chick in what was she in? Some Imperial ship. And she would like always attack us, but this and like near the station would never attack her.
Oh yeah, she disappeared.
Good.
After being reported several times, this person stopped playing the game randomly.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Met her
Frame shift drive
other
charging.
teammate
That's
at
it. It was at Garay Terminal, or Garay Orbital.
America's Solo was there, and they were like, dude, what's going on?
3, 2, 1.
I forgot she was in.
I think it was probably Miranda. One of Miranda's alts.
Fuel scooping.
Does she play anymore?
She's got like 4 accounts, so I only have one of them on my friends list. I wouldn't know.
Probably is.
Well,
He
bye, Tumbo.
Well, he was. Well, he was in the.
Yeah, he does that. He'll just stop talking, disappear. He's got kids, so he kind of wanders off and never shows back up.
Gotta go take care of those kiddos.
Mm-hmm.
What you eating? Cereal.
No, some noodles with veggies and stuffs.
Crunchy noodles.
Probably
Wait,
broccoli.
you already at desk yet?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's there.
No.
Fuel Fuel scooping complete.
I'm gonna go to Gray Terminal. What about our good pal Webb?
Still in our system, still griefing. What? I'm good. Thank you.
Fox, you have given that guy purpose to life.
We talked about that. And he's actually on stream saying the same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's really sad.
Not to life, but purpose for his commander's life in game.
There's so many other games.
I mean, for fuck's sakes. He won't subscribe, but I think he hit the notification bell. Rocker. Not right this second. No, I'm fine.
That's fine.
Where is Malin going? There's nowhere here. We have made our rounds. Where's the next stop?
Maya.
Where is Maya? Hell no. Not no, but hell no. How far is Shinny from here? 100 light years. Alright, let's do it. Onward to Shinny. Yep.
What about Acellus?
There's nobody
It's
there.
Thursday night.
What's up, Smokey? Oh, fuck. In both, though? That's pay night. Oh, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Thank you. Digistra.
You going back to Walmart?
Yeah, probably. Heading back to the bubble. Oh, that must be you. Okay. Well, I won't call your name out. Let everyone know who you are in game.
Who is he in game?
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of me just saying that I wasn't going to tell everybody?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to get out of you, see if you're gonna do it anyways.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty good at keeping people's private information.
Okay.
For example, offensive name. I know his real name. I know the story behind his actual PSN name. They are linked. And even though I can't stand the fucking guy for the last year and a half, I still haven't told anybody his name. And the last time we were in a party together, he literally cussed me out. Said he was going to sue me. I said, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Like, I dare you sue me. I'm the kind of person, if you sue me, you're probably going to wind up owing me money. I am poor folks.
We are poor folk.
I'm unemployed, so I'm
Frameshift drive charging.
specifically poor. $4 grand in debt, Well, actually, no. I'm like 16 grand in debt if you count that, but about 16 grand in debt and no job. So the kind of debt that they'll like actually imprison you for, though. Not.
I'm 14 grand in debt, but not that kind of. No, not that.
You got a house on there. You can't really count that as a debt, because if you don't pay it, you don't keep the house and go to jail. They just take the house from you and you lose the debt.
It's true.
They foreclose on the debt and close it out.
So it's not really a debt. It's just kind of, no, not really. No. You just go homeless. It's not like you're gonna owe it back.
Right.
Just go homeless.
You can walk away from it at any time. Why did you turn that phone on?
Well, at least you
Not
got
really.
the
I know
VA,
quite
'cause
a few
I went-
homeless veterans that became homeless because of that very reason. The government just forecloses on the loan and then sells it to the bank. Oh man. Berserker's on. Wow, I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's a member, isn't he? Badriel's still in Cuck.
System scan complete.
System scan complete. What that was delayed. Oh, engineering. Aggravated's down in Nut. Oh, man. One of these days. One of these damn days.
Aggravated. Will, is he got any? Is any of his teammates on?
I don't know. I only have aggravated. We could go check, but good God, man, it's 250 light years down.
No.
The travel there might be worth it, but then you have to go home.
That's when you park your ship and don't play for 3 months. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
where was I at again?
Log in,
Well,
you're
that's
like,
what I
yeah,
would do.
fuck this. He's always at Nut. No, he bounces around from time to time. They have fun down there. They got a small group they play with. Nothing wrong with that. I know quite a few people.
No,
Dog Squadron's the same way. They're over there in Battelle all the time. They never leave.
There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's
Where
got
are
their own
you,
little
Dank?
things. Head to Walmart.
Sound like you're heading to bed.
Ugh, shit, try not to.
It's the first time I ever heard a southern accent on you, man.
It comes out from time to time.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Oh, let's roll the dice. Can I get there?
Scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I actually beat that game. Yeah. One more jump. I can make it. I can make it.
Fuel scooping.
I believe I can fly. Woo!
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive
All right, hopping into Shinny now. Now watch me hop in and there be 3 commanders like, oh boy, which one do I pick?
I got 3 jumps to go still.
I'll pick the big one. Maybe it'll last the longest. Now, when you're in a Vulture, oddly enough, Corvettes, Anacondas, and Cutters are, and Type 10s are pretty damn easy targets. There's one. And it's a Type 10! Oh,
Dang
it's
it.
super. Ah.
N197 jumps out of Shinny.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna pull super.
Oh. I was like, that name looks familiar.
I'm gonna pull him.
Got his prime zone.
How do you know?
He said you gotta find. They want you to fight.
under attack.
Definitely gonna fight.
I don't know why I boosted there. That was a little dumb.
Sticker's still at Wolf, man.
I'm not getting any fucking
I don't see any
damage on
penetration
him.
on move.
Yeah, I'm not getting any damage on him.
Shields are staying up. And I know this thing is lagging too. The stream is.
Flight assist on. Flight assist on. Under attack.
There it is, but I ain't got enough gas to get to it.
Heat sink.
I'm at it right now.
Temperature critical.
He's trying to torp me.
Temperature critical.
I see the torps coming.
Under attack. Flight assist off.
See your shield.
I did no damage to his shields, dude. His shields are at 92%.
Damn.
Yeah, he left. He's gonna wake out while I'm running from the torps.
Flight assist on.
I'm here in system.
Frameshift drive charging. One. Engage.
He's out of torps though. There he is.
You get him, I'll follow you. I'll never like you.
I'm trying to lock him. We're playing sit and spin right now. He just low waked. What the fuck? What? Did you
What?
just fucking DDoS me? You better not have DDoS me. I'm gonna send you a link to this fucking stream, and you can tell me whether or not you fucking DDoS me.
Well, I can.
Well, with him saying what he did in the chat, that looks like a DDoS. He said in the chat, bye-bye, and then I get disconnected. That looks fishy.
Frame shift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, that's Badriel. A wing of two. Who you gonna wing with?
Who is the other commander? I thought there was another commander.
Badriel.
Who's that? Oh, okay.
He has nothing but a shield tank.
Gonna have to type 10. He's just one that has to be torped.
Yeah, but then he just runs.
And a type 10?
Yeah, he just wake out, man. Yeah, he has a full shield tank, man.
What's das?
DDoS, direct denial of service.
Oh wow.
Go ahead and navlock me. Just in case.
Doesn't look like he's trying to get behind you.
Kind of does. He's passing by.
Oh, fuck. Get him in this freaking... wing.
Is this still in Deshiot?
No, we're in Shinrarta.
Oh.
Can we just try to kill him?
I just did.
Well, you did, but we have more people here now.
If he's just gonna fucking...
Run.
Oh, Beidril's already in a wing. Alright. Here we go.
Okay. Yay.
Take out his
I'm gonna
fighter
be super rusty.
quickly.
I'm gonna see Roops. I'm gonna be super rusty.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck? Really?
Was that a bit soon?
Yeah?
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, that was way too fast.
1.
Round 2?
I guess.
He hacking, emoji unamused face.
Frameshift charge detected.
He's already... Yeah.
Well, What the hell?
No, that's legit. Mine was fully charged
Just
already.
got a fast charge.
No, mine were fully charged too.
So he's just not. He's just gonna do this. This is what we're talking about. Fucking PvP right here.
He's got no torp, so he doesn't have to fight. He just sits there and jumps out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This high viewers. Talking to y'all.
Hmm.
What he do?
Rewind the stream and watch.
T. Yeah, T.
T? What are you talking about? T?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's just my comment. I didn't put the.
I gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna go to Walmart and see if there's anything to get there. Well, he didn't clog, so.
No, but that's my point. He said, we'll see what they say.
He said he doesn't.
Huh?
He said he doesn't
Doesn't what?
have any feeling from clogging.
Where did he say that?
He said he does not have any film of you clogging.
He said, "Don't I have film of you clogging?"
Oh, he said, yeah. Apparently, yeah. I misread that. The Berserker is here.
Yeah, Berserker's our guy.
I see that. Who dis?
My Thargoid just did some really weird shit.
Core Dynamics, Romeo Echo Victor. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Access granted. Cleared for landing on pad 27.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh man.
Oh crap, 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 oh crap.
You are most welcome, Commander.
What'd you do, Crash?
It's just saying Snittiger. I already boosted it like, oh crap.
Power prepared.
Oh man. How are these banks? Specialized recycling.
No,
All right.
7 people watching.
Yeah, which is kind of crappy because I'm pretty sure we're done for the evening. You know?
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Aw.
Nothing left to do. He's the only one out there, and he's just gonna wake out. So he's not gonna
hopefully
fight. He's
tomorrow
out of
night will be more
torps. He's
exciting.
blown his load. That's all he's got.
Well, hopefully tomorrow will be more exciting for Friday night.
Well, maybe. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I would like to know what you think of the stream. I mean, the conversation we have is usually more entertaining than the actual gameplay. But if you guys enjoy this type of stream, I'll do a lot more of it. I can promise you, this was a lot more active than most encounters will be. But if you guys like the content, let me know. If you don't, let me know that too. See you guys later.